Friendly MOAB incoming.
What is going on, ladies and genitals? YOTESLAYA here, bringing you another Modern Warfare 3 commentary. Welcome to day 30 of MOAB May, where I am bringing you a MOAB every single day of May. Today I've got a domination game on Seatown, and this is going to be the video that I have talked about forever, showcasing the C spawn trap here on Seatown. Now, before we get into this, this video is a little bit slow, so I did speed some things up. I've had a long day today, so I didn't feel like commentating for a 12-minute video when I could cut it down to about 9 minutes just to get rid of the slow parts, stuff like that. But what I mean by slow is I'm going to showcase the C spawn trap in this video. I seen a video from another guy that ended up getting a triple MOAB, doing exactly what I'm doing in this video and what I'm trying to show you guys. Now, I don't get anywhere near close to a triple MOAB or anything like that, but I wanted to show you guys that have not seen that video maybe how what is the best way to maybe get a triple MOAB on Seatown, maybe to get your first MOAB on Seatown. Now, the strategy is very good, and I'll go over some pointers of what you want your teammates to do and stuff like that along the way. Now, for me, it didn't pan out like this triple MOAB. For him, he just had guys pouring through here. For me, it was a little bit slower, so we cut out those slow parts. But this right here is the area you're going to want to be. Now, there is a little well or a fountain back there in the far corner where I was just looking. That is going to be their spawn when you're running this route. Now, we all know that building right there that was just to the right of me, where they can jump up on the trash bin and then the window, is a pretty hot spot on this map. It seems like that is one of the most action-packed places in this map. Every map has a spot in it where it draws a lot of traffic, and right here in this area is one of those spots on this map where it's just like everybody tries to filter there. So what you want to do is just come back here by the C spawn, because obviously they're going to be spawning at C, and you're going to want to change it up as you see me doing here. Coming up here by this bin, catching guys that are trying to climb in that window or whatnot, and then come back around here and catch them as they're filtering back through to that spot from their spawn. You can see it panning out perfectly right now. Unfortunately, my team does end up flipping the spawn, so it does change it, and I'll show you guys what I mean by that in just a second. There are a couple spawns you want to work with while doing this. There is a spawn right behind you, right here in this little parking lot area there. But as long as you make a presence there, they should not spawn there. But the main spawn is back there where you can see the trophy system now, back there by the well where you see they're coming from this entire, beginning section of this video. Now, like I said, this intersection right there is a hot spot. That is where everybody always fights over. Not really sure why, but that is why. But you can see here, I paused it for you, you can see up on the radar, I've got teammates back there in C by the well right now, so they are not going to be spawning there, so they have pushed them out of that spawn, and this is where it gets to the point where I'm going to speed it up, because I still try to run that route, hoping for them to flip the spawns back to that C spawn so I can keep working on that. You definitely want to make sure your teammates do not push that well side of C, and just, stay out of there so you can keep working this spawn perfectly. Now you can see I sped it up. They're going to start spawning here again for just a little bit, and I do pick up a few more kills, but that is one of the main things you don't want your teammates to do. If you're running a full party, just tell them to stay out of the well spawn. I guess that's what I'm gonna call it. In C spawn there's a well back there. I don't know what the MLG call out is. Come up with your own little clan call out for it so you guys know what I'm talking about. It's just straight down this road. You'll see a well. You can actually get inside of it and lay down, but that is where you want to keep teammates out of there. Whatever is best. Now, to do this, you can see I'm using the MP9 a lot instead of the UMP. That's because the MP9, I feel a little bit more comfortable using that at long range. I suggest when you do this, use something like an ACR, a SCAR, an MP7, something other than the MP7, or UMP, so you can shoot these dudes all the way down this back road. Now, the UMP is not a very good weapon at long range. I mean, once you get specialist, it's not that bad, but I feel more comfortable with the MP9 just because that's what I've always used. And the MP9 is a monster. There's no recoil. It kills really quick, and if you have not tried the MP9 out and you're still using some secondaries wishing you could find a better one, the MP9 is probably the one for you. Silenced or extended mags or with no attachments, I don't recommend a Kimbo on it at all, because it really is almost like a primary. It's like having a secondary, like a small submachine gun. I would take this over the Uzi, the PM9, any day as a submachine gun, because this little like pistol, machine pistol, whatever you want to call it, is freaking amazing. So right here you're going to see something else that I wanted to point out real quick. You can see I speed it up because I'm just basically running the little route here again, and I slow it down right here because there you can see the guy just ran out right there where I just aimed by that little archway. That is a spawn as well, so you definitely want to watch that while you're running this little route. You can be cock blocked, I don't know, quite a bit right there. I've tried to do this in other gameplays, and that seems like that's always my cock block. Like, somebody always spawns right there, and I end up dying. So you definitely want to watch that while you're running this route, and I do speed it up again because I just go into the, the U-shaped mode again, checking both spots. I went into this and with all intentions to record this for MOAB for Dummies, which, if you're new to my channel, it was a series I was going to do with each map, with actual map, like, layouts, highlight the spawns and routes and everything. And I was actually going to do a MOAB for Dummies, trying to show you guys what's the best way to get a MOAB for each individual map. Now, this was one of those videos I went out to record for MOABs for Dummies, and I was going to use this one and show you like what is a bulletproof way to get a MOAB here on Seatown. You could also get one very easily on A spawn, like an A spawn trap, spawning out of that little castle type deal that was right behind me where I was just getting shot at. You could do pretty good. Actually, in that triple MOAB, they actually do flip it to A spawn, and he gets a few kills that way. So, I mean, it's all personal preference. This is a pretty surefire way to get it, as long as, like I said, as long as you can keep your teammates out of that well area on the C spawn, you should be all right. Now, don't push your presence either, guys. If you feel like you're starting to get stunned, you're getting flashed, people are starting to grenade you or camp, you see me, I'm kind of head glitching that right there. You see me pick up a kill just a second ago, and then the guy moved to the left, head glitching that little wall back there. I got out of there. I did not want to try to take him on. He probably had a SCAR, ACR. Who knows what he could have had. I had a PM9 and a UMP, which isn't going to get that kill almost 9 times out of 10. So I've decided to just fall back, not really pop up on these stairs for a while, but be prepared in case somebody did try to rush me. So, you just want to, don't push your presence. That means just don't... try to throw him off guard. If you kill one guy, try to fall back and kill him from a different spot, just so he doesn't patternize what you're doing. Now, I will admit right now, these guys that I'm playing are a bunch of tards. Now, this isn't going to work against some good players, because that one sniper you see me kill, like, I don't know, 10 times, he was probably, like, not the brightest guy out there, because me, myself, if I die, I could see somebody like right in this area here skipping kill cam, because I do it every time I die. I just start spamming the X button, which is on Xbox. I just start spamming the respawn button to get back into the game. So sometimes I don't know where I die. I just assumed I died by the person that I'd seen. So that could have been what that sniper was doing. But if there's a time where I start dying like 2 or 3 times in a row in the same general area and I don't know what, I'm like, what the French toast, dude? Who is killing me? I'll look at the kill cam and I'll be like, all right, dude, and then I'll go kill him, So that sniper, I'll admit, probably wasn't the brightest, but hey, I took advantage of the dumb guy and I got a MOAB to show you guys. So, and I hope you appreciate it. But tomorrow, guys, I do have probably my best MOAB gameplay to date that I saved for the last day. It's a resistance gameplay. I'm not going to, spoil the score, but it is an assault MOAB where another guy on my team actually gets a MOAB, and it was probably my best. I figured I'd save it for last because it's a pretty beast gameplay. No double MOAB, nothing like that. Just a pretty good score and stuff like that. We've got 1 day left of MOAB May, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this series. If you've enjoyed this MOAB May so far and all the different shiz we've been talking about, hit that like button. I want to see your guys' support for these last 2 days. You've been showing awesome support this entire thing. I want to see some amazing support these last 2 days. But if you enjoyed this, guys, please remember to rate and subscribe. I go 32 and 2. Peace.